Yo, what is going on, guys? We're back today for another Alliance War. And I actually decided to skip the last war video because it's just a lot of the fights that I've done before. You guys have seen. It's kind of similar long too. I didn't die. And I kind of came up with a new strategy, though, for the Doom boss last war. But I have another Doom boss this war, so I'm going to be using that same strategy. So we'll talk about that when we get there. But you can actually see my first four fights here. We have that Nimrod, that Mordo, that infamous Iron Man, and then that Spider Pig as it branches off there to path number 4. So let's go ahead and get started here. Got a Nimrod up first. This was a really good just warm-up fight before we get into some of the more tricky things. We have a rank 4 Nimrod here, and this fight is going to be an absolute breeze for my Gallon. Of course, any champion that has an armor up buff here, Gallon will just destroy in around 15 to 20 seconds. Because this is his best possible matchup, essentially. You can see our planetary mass just going nuts. And here, that's max planetary mass. It's 200k damage. And goodbye. Yeah, you guys have probably seen Gallon do that before. Nothing crazy at this point. It's expected. But Gallon will be fighting that infamous Iron Man, which is not going to be that easy because there's no space armor node. But first here we have a Mordo. So this has Conduit and Scared Stiff, so it can get rooted. And it's also, Mordo, so gotta kind of be worried about his power. But since we have Guidance, we can freely parry. I have max Deep Wounds and max Suicide Masteries right now. So my Nick Fury is hitting ridiculously hard. The only other thing we need to keep in mind here is to not knock Mordo down. Otherwise, we'll trigger Conduit, and that'll make the fight go a lot longer. So here he triggers Power Gain, and I'm not going to knock him down because I don't want to trigger Conduit. I'm going to get rooted. It's okay. I've actually gotten a lot more comfortable with root after fighting EOP Craven and stuff. And yeah, I handled that root no problem. And here I will go for the special 2 just for the kill shot. Dude, that was a clean Mordo takedown. Feeling great. And then next up, this was the fight though that I was a little bit nervous about. So this is a rank 4 infamous Iron Man, Iron Doom. But it's got Power Snack here. And Gallon is immune to Power Snack because he is immune to Nullify. That takes away a lot of the scariness from this node. Now the real thing I need to watch out for is when I push him over a bar of power, I'm going to get a Power Sting on me. So I just need to be careful, not throw a special at the wrong time. Here he hits me with the special 1. It's fine. It's okay. It's all good. I do have the Suicide Masteries on, and Gallon, I don't like running him with them, so that's kind of why I opted to throw in a combat regen boost. But it's okay. It's all good. It's all good. And so here I'm building up. I got into the Harvest, and I want to go for a special 1 here, but I can't because of that Power Sting. And here, now I got another Power Sting. So I'm just going to let that expire on its own, and it did a lot of damage. Now, ideally here, I wish I could just enter the Harvest, throw a special 1, and he'd be dead. But I need 100 planetary mass to get back in that Harvest. So, again, 80, 90, 100. Okay, there we go. Now I can get back in it. Just need to land a heavy attack and just wait out that Power Sting. Okay, boom. Now we can drop it, and that's lights out. So Gallon did a really good job there. I think he is going to be one of the absolute best counters for that Iron Man Infamous because, class advantage, immune to special lock, and I mean, Gallon's just, he is such a beast, dude. I love it. And then next up here we have a Spider Pig. And so if I get 3 debuffs on me, he's going to go unblockable. And I already have 2 debuffs on me from Suicide. So going in here, I just want to make this a very quick fight. It's going to be very quick. Remember, this is Nick Fury with Suicides and max Deep Wounds. You can see the damage. It's crazy. He finally goes unblockable, but then he dies. So yeah, that's my first part of this war. And then I don't have anything else until we get to the mini island. Then I have 3 fights, 3 mystics. We got a Mephisto, a Rintra, and a Dr. Doom. So first up, starting with Mephisto, we're going to go ahead throw on Flame On. Because this is one of my absolute favorite matchups in the entire game. Like Torch versus Mephisto with the pre-fight active, it's just crazy. Mephisto feeds your smolders so fast that it makes your damage just scale so ridiculously. I love it. It's one of my favorite interactions in the game, dude. It's man, So much fun. It's great that, you know, I'm able to burn the devil himself. I don't know, it's just something about that is very satisfying. And so yeah, you can see our smolders, we're already at 30 of them. That's absurd. That's making our Nova Flames just put in so much work. Boom, we already triggered his regen. Great. Boom, now he's not indestructible anymore, and now he's dead. Very, very quick fight. Love it. Alright, and then we get this next fight. This was the one that I was by far most worried about. More worried about this fight than the Doom boss. And this is also DEO himself, Damn Epic Whales, Rintra, rank 4. So normally we would have a guidance placed here, and we were supposed to, but this war was on a Saturday night, so you know, that's the worst time for war. And the guy who was supposed to apply it, he was having a good time with his friends, and I had a short window to clear war, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it without guidance then. It's gonna be harder, and I'm already really scared to fight this guy, but I believe in myself, and I believe in my torch. And as you can see, I've adjusted my masteries so that I have 69,000 HP right now. That's a lot of health for a torch. And I'm also going to throw in an invulnerability boost that will carry over from this cow to Dr. Doom. So going in here, I've been getting better at fighting Rintra. I know that I definitely want to knock him down to keep those mystical charges in control. So going to be trying to do that, but the problem is I can't just parry and knock him down. So what I'm going for is baiting the special ones and then punishing with a heavy. Now I didn't practice that spacing at all. I was just kind of guessing it here, but my guesses were pretty good. And I do have some experience, you know, fighting Rintra with Torch actually in Battlegrounds. I've done it before, so I know this matchup a little bit. But yeah, his mystical charges are kind of getting out of control. And the really annoying thing is when he has that neutralize on me and I dex, he gets a power gain buff. So annoying. Oh, man. You just keep getting power gain. I'm like, dude, just come on, just throw your specials. Come on. And then he doesn't throw them, and I'm degenning, and it's just I'm not having a fun time at all right now. I'm getting really scared at this point, especially. I still haven't parried a single time yet. I still have a couple parries. There is Limber here, and if I do parry, I'm also going to get disoriented. Here, he starts applying ruptures to me, and I'm just like, dude, alright, you are so annoying, man. Let's go for special 3 here. This will put me into a Flame On. I needed to save Flame On for the Doom boss, but special 3 at least. I'll enter it, and I'll apply a decently long Nova Flame on him as well. So that'll be nice, at least. But, yeah, so here I finally go for one of my parries. There's one of them, but you see I do get that disorient on me. So that is going to make me take more block damage. Here I go for another parry, get a knockdown. Alright, that's going to be the last parry heavy that I'm going to be able to do, because the next time I parry, he's going to be shrugging it off very fast. I should have enough time to get in like a medium, but anything other than that, you know, it's going to be no good. But the fight is winding down. Everything is going pretty well this time. We got the Mystic Charges under control. There we parried one more time. That's my last one. If I parry again, you know, he's just going to shrug it so fast. But that's all we needed. I managed to save those parries till the end, and then boom, made the ending a lot simpler. We got him down. That fight might not have looked. That fight probably looked under control, but when I was in it, I was very nervous and kind of freaking out. So I'm just really glad we came out of there alive. And now I get to fight this Doom boss. Now this is war number 5 of the season, and this will be my 4th Doom boss. So I've already fought 3 Doom bosses, and I've soloed every single one so far. With my rank 4 torch, I've been really comfortable with it, and I've only been getting better at the fight, and I've come up with a better playstyle now. Whereas the first time I did this fight, I was taking crazy block damage and blocked special 2, ate a special 2 at one point. It was not good. So the new strategy is to just not let him throw special 2s. Just bait special 1s, really take advantage of the power stings, and yeah, it's a much better strategy. Because I never have to worry about that special 2, and these special 1s are pretty easy to evade. I am gonna mess it up occasionally, but you know, for the most part, I'd say like 8 to 9 times out of 10, I'm able to evade Doom special 1. So you know, like that's 80 to 90%. That's pretty solid, you know. And I do have that invulnerability boost. So here he gets a shock on me. So then I gotta kind of dance around. You see, he tried to stun me there with his heavy. Just gotta make sure you keep your distance when that happens. So we're all good. Let that shot come off. All right, now we can get back into the fight. And you can see, man, like, if executed perfectly, this strategy is so good. I have 92% health. He's already halfway down. Like at this point, I was thinking, I started to get a little cocky. I'm like, oh, should I go for like a 90% health finish here? And then that happens. Yeah, there's one of the special ones get hit by. And again, he gets that shock on me, so I just got to keep my distance. Okay, there we go. Try to bait out another one of these specials. Still at 88%, you know, still looking pretty good. But, and then here I get shocked again. I'm like, dude, these shocks are so annoying. And then I get hit by another one of those specials. I'm like, okay, let's just go for special 3. Take a deep breath. Let's relax. Let's reset. We're doing good. We have a lot of health. We got him 3/4 of the way down. A little bit more to go. Just a little bit more to go. So, beta heavy here. And then I was a little slow to punish it, I guess. And he just blasts me with another special one. I'm like, okay, dude. All right. You want to throw another one? Go ahead. And he's dead. Yeah, the first half of that fight was like flawless. The second half, not so much, but because the first half was so good, it allowed us to make some mistakes and still come out with half our health. So, yeah, that's 4 for 4 on the Doom boss solos and 5 boss solos this season. So, and I haven't died this season. I have the most power rating right now. Just feeling unstoppable at this point. And we won again. 5 wins. We're 5-0 this season, man. Crazy, crazy start to the season. Things are going so good for us. So yeah, now we're in Masters top 10 at this point. I think we just snuck in there. So yeah, very happy with how the season is going. Very excited to do the rewards opening at the end. That's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Drop a like if so. Subscribe if you want to see more content. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.